This is the story behind Trump and the military. Is he a supporter or deserter? You decide. First, Trump opts out of the final GOP debate before the Iowa caucus, claiming it's not because of his ongoing feud with Megyn Kelly.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, that's the one. But rather, the reason for his non-participation is because he'll be hosting an event for veterans and wounded warriors who, quote, have been treated so horribly by our all-talk, no-action politicians. Hold on. Can we rewind here? Isn't this the same guy that said this?
He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. 5.5 years. He's a war hero because he was captured. I have people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you. Do you agree?
Whoops. Now, with all that being said, I think it's only fair to examine Trump's own military record. Or rather, lack thereof, thanks to Trump's 5 draft deferments. Trump's campaign says while attending Wharton School of Finance, Trump received a minor medical deferment for bone spurs on both heels of his feet. This was expected to be short-term, and he was entered into the military draft lottery, receiving an extremely high number, 356 out of 365. They never got near his number, and he was therefore exempt from serving in the military. Had his draft number been selected, he would have proudly served, and he is tremendously grateful to all those who did. Now, here's where things get a little murky. A summary of Trump's draft record tells a very different story. The 2S classifications are Trump's student deferments. The first 2 covered his time at Fordham University in the Bronx, and the second 2 are for his studies at Wharton. Those check out. When Trump graduated in 1968 from Wharton, his classification shifted to 1A, or available for service. But Trump had a physical just 2 months later in September of 1968, which left him disqualified and a classification of 1Y. So this basketball, tennis, and squash star received medical deferment from the military service and would only be called upon in the event of war or national emergency. Now remember, Trump's campaign had said that Trump received medical deferment while studying at Wharton, which means he would not have been eligible to serve anyway due to his status as a student. We know now that his medical deferment came months after he graduated and was perfectly eligible for service.
But I was entered into the draft and I got a very, very high draft number.
That wasn't until 1969. The lottery wasn't until 1969. You had many deferments before.
Excuse me. I was entered into the lottery, the draft lottery. If I would have gotten a low number, I would have been drafted. I would have proudly served. I was not chosen because of the fact that I had a very high lottery number.
Now the facts are the facts. And although Trump claims he would have served if his lottery number was chosen, the truth is, Trump, an all-star athlete at the time, secured his disqualification months earlier, so there was no way his number would have been called, which is a fact he likely knew then and now. The question now is this an isolated incident, or does this fit a bigger pattern of someone who says one thing and does another? And is this the behavior of a commander-in-chief? That's for you to decide. Is Trump a supporter or a deserter?